the king had more effect at the Duke of Albany than Cornwall.
It did always seem so to us, but now in the division of the kingdom it appears not which of the dukes he values most. For equalities are so weighed that curiosity in neither can make choice of either's moiety.
It's not your son, my lord.
His breeding, sir, hath been at my charge. I have so often blushed to acknowledge him that now I am brazen to it.
I cannot conceive you.
Sir, this young fellow's mother could, whereupon she grew round wombed and had indeed, sir, a son for her cradle ere she had a husband for her bed. Do you smell a fault?
I cannot wish the fault undone, the issue of it being so proper.
But I have, sir, a son by order of law, some year elder than this, who yet is no dearer in my account. Though this knave came something saucily into the world before he was sent for, yet was his mother fair, there was good sport at his making, and the whoreson must be acknowledged. Do you know this noble gentleman, Edmund?
No, my lord.
My lord of Kent. Remember him hereafter as my honorable friend.
My services to your lordship.
I must love you and soon to know you better.
Sir, I shall study deserving.
He hath been out 9 years, and away he shall again. The king is coming.
Attend the lords of France and Burgundy. Gloucester?
I shall, my liege.
Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Give me the map there. Now that we have divided in 3 our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent, to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them with younger strengths while we unburdened crawl towards death. Our son of Cornwall and you, no less loving son of Albany, we shall this hour a constant will publish. Our daughters' several dowers, the future strife, may be prevented now, the two our great princess, France and Burgundy, great rivals of our youngest daughter love, long in our court had made this amorous sojourn, and here we are to answer. Tell me, my daughters, interest of territory, cares of state, which of you shall we say doth love us most? We shall our largest bounty may extend, where nature doth we with merit challenge. Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words can wield the matter, dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as a child ever loved or father found. A love that makes breath poor and speech unable. Beyond all matter of so much, I love you.
What shall Cordelia do? Love and be silent?
Of all those bounds, even from this line to this, with shadowy forest, with champaigns rich, with plenteous rivers and skirted meads, we make thee, lady, to thine and Albany's issue, to this perpetual. What says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife of Cornwall? Speak.
I am made of that self, metal as my sister, and prize me at her worth. In my true heart I find the name of my deed of love. Only she comes too short, that I profess myself as an enemy to all other joys, which the most precious square of sense possesses, and I find I am alone felicitate in your dear highness's love.
To thee and thine heredity ever remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred of Goneril. Now our joy, although the last, not least, to whose young love the vines of France and milk of Burgundy strive to be interest. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come from nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more, no less.
How? Cordelia, mend your speech a little, lest it mar your fortunes.
Good my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as our right. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. What have my sister's husbands if they say? They love you all? Happily, when I shall wed, the Lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with him, half my care, half my duty. Sure, I shall not marry like my sisters, to fall my father all, to love my father all.
But goes thy heart with this?
Aye, my lord.
so young and so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then thy dower. For by sacrifice, radiance of the sun, the mystery is of Hecate and the night. By all the operation of the orbs, from whom we do exist and cease to be, here I disclaim all my paternal care, propinquity and property of blood, and as a stranger of my heart. And me, hold thee from this forever, the barbarous Scythian, or he that makes his generation messes, to gorge his appetite, shell to my bosom. Be well neighbored, pitied and relieved, as though my sometime daughter.
Good, my liege.
Peace, Kent! Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery. Hint and avoid my sight. So be my grave, my peace, as here I give her father's heart from her. Call France, who stirs? Call Burgundy, Cornwall, and Albany. With 2 daughters, dowers digest this third. Let pride, what she calls plainness, marry her. I do invest you jointly with my power, premiums, and all the large effects that troop with majesty, ourself by monthly course, with reservation of 100 nights. By you to be sustained shall adobe, make with you by due terms, only will retain the name that all additions to a king. This way, revenue, execution of the rest, beloved sons, be yours which to confirm this correct part betwixt you.
Royal Lear, whom I've ever honored as my king, loved as my father, as my master followed, as my great patron thought on my prayers. Let it fall rather, though, for the fork invade the region of my heart. Be cant unmannerly when Lear is mad. What wouldst thou do, old man? Thinkest thou duty shalt have dread to speak? When power to flattery bows, the plainliest honours bound. When majesty falls to folly, reverse thy doom, and in thy best consideration check this hideous rashness. Answer my life, my judgment. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee the least, nor are those empty-hearted whose low sound reverbs no hollowness.
Kent, say no more.
My life I will never held but as a pawn, to wage against thine enemies, nor to fear to lose it.
Out of my sight!
See better, Lear, and let me still retain the true blank of thine eye.
Now by Apollo.
Now by Apollo, king, thou swearest God's name in vain.
O vile miscreant!
Kill thy physician, that fee bestow upon the foul disease. Revoke thy gift, or with I can vent clamor from my throat. I'll tell thee that thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant. On thy allegiance hear me, since thou hast sought to break our vow, which we durst never yet, and strain pride to come between our sentence and our power, which nor our nature nor our place can bear. Our potency made good, take thy reward. 5 days we do allot thee, for provision to shield thee from diseases of the world, and on the 6th to turn thy hated back. Upon our kingdom, if on the 10th day following thy banished trunk to found our way dominions, the moment is thy death. Away! By Jupiter this shall not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king, since thus thou wilt appear, freedom lies hence, and banishment is here. The gods to their dear shelter take thee made, that justly thinks and thou most heavily right said, and you large speeches may you deeds approve, the good effects may spring from the words of love. Thus Kent, O princes, bids you all adieu. He'll shape his old course in the country new.